Alright everyone, we're going to do another circle grid type pattern called Sakura Extended. This one, instead of doing 12 pie sections, we actually want it to do, starting here, right? We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a little bit easier to calculate. And I don't think I'm going to use my Helix circle maker this time. I'm going to just sort of freehand it, and we want 3 rows. So I'm just going to give that a go and do it a little freehanded, because 8 I can do just across, 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 easy peasy. So I'm going to start with that. But anyways, let me show you how we draw this, because I don't know, not done it before. We're going to give it a go. It looks a little complex, but complex does not necessarily mean we can't do it. It just means we have to think about it a little harder. Okay, so from this middle dot to the next one over, we're going to make a slight curve. And then we're going to skip one and then go here, skip one, go here, skip one, go here. I can do that. And then we're going to do it the other direction. So we make this sort of same sort of shape that you would make if you did a rice-like shape this way and then this way, right? Same shape. And then we're going to do that again, overlapping. So it's got 2 of them. We can do this. Now we do that same thing again, coming this way. So we're extending this line out to here, extending that line out to there, and then going back, going the other way, right? So we end up with this flowery kind of pattern that has that basic pattern in it. It's just hard to see because it looks more complicated than it is. And then you can just color it in. You can add some embellishments. I really like this one, and I think that's where I'm going to head. But we'll just see how it goes as we work here. Turn on the light so I can see what I'm doing. Zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I've got a paper that's not as big as the one I did yesterday. Yesterday's paper, or last video, was the big 6x6, and this one's a little bit smaller. It's closer to 4x4 or something like that. It's almost 4 by a little over 4. It's not quite square. I'm using little scrapbooking pieces, so they're random. They're not all squares or all rectangles or whatever. They're just random shapes. Okay, so in order for me to really find these shapes, I'm going to do this corner to corner, and then I'm going to go straight through the middle like that, and straight across like that, right? And then I'm going to draw my circles. They're going to be about that big and about that big and about that big, because that's about how big I want my... Should have started with the big one. You know, what's the farthest out that I want to go with this, and then go on to the middle, and then this way, something like that. So I'm sort of got that going on, and then of course my dots would be here, but I'm just going to use my intersections. I'm not going to worry about the dots so much on this particular one. Okay. My glare is really glary from my light, and so I actually can see better through my camera lens than I can see in real life. So that's going to be a fun challenge. I'm going to use my 01 pen because that's what size I feel like using. That's my favorite size, but sometimes I use an 03 or an 05 or an 02. You never know what I'm going to use. So I'm going to start at one of these intersections from the middle, and I want to come up to about here. And that's my curve. And then I'm going to skip one, and then I want to go from here to here. And then I want to skip one, and then I want to go from here to here. Right? And then I want to skip one, and then I want to go, oh, I've done something wrong. Skip this one. No, I haven't done anything wrong. I want to go from here to here. Correct. Correct. Now I want to do this shape going the other way. So from here to there, and from here to there, and from here to there, and from here to there. Sorry about the air conditioner. I have to have it on, but I did find a setting where it has the lowest fan, so hopefully it's not too terribly loud. Okay, next step, I want to do this again, going from here to here. From here to here. From here to here. It's counterintuitive for me to overlap lines like this. So it's like, are you sure you want to draw over that line? Yes, I do. I do. I want to draw over that line, and then I want to go back this way. See, it's not that we can't draw this more complicated pattern. You just have to think more. You just pay more attention to what you're doing. Okay, so far so good. And now we want to continue this line from here to here. Right? Continue this line from here to here. Oh, all of them. Don't skip one. Okay, so continue this line to here. Starting here. Continue this line from here to there. And this one goes from here to there. And this one to there. And this one to there. To there. To there. Okay. I've done that, and now I want to come back the other way, right? So it's going to come from here, and it's going to go to here. And it's going to come from here to there. It's going to come from here to here. And from here to here. From here to here. From here to here. Here to here. And here to there. Okay, that's it. Pattern done. We did it. And now we can embellish however we see fit, which is really cool. I think my inner circle was not small enough, but that's okay. We can figure something out, because I feel like that's a really big empty spot in the middle. But I do like what she's done, what Ina, oh no, not Ina, the artwork was done by Sylvia Heijenrath. Sorry Sylvia, I butchered your name. But I do like her idea of doing this aura. So I am going to go ahead and follow that, because I really like it. here, and here, and here, like that. I'm just going to continue doing auras all the way around. If you want to fast forward me, you can. I do not edit. If you don't like that I don't edit, you will just have to find someone else to watch. But I do not edit. I want you guys to know how long art takes. That's really frustrates me. You know, it frustrates me that artists, even when they fast forward, and I don't mind them fast forwarding, because you know I will sometimes hit that fast forward button anyways, even when they have it on time lapse just to get to the end. You know, sometimes I'm impatient. That's cool, but I would really love if they gave you an idea of how long that took. You know, I worked on this artwork for 15 hours, or 10 hours, or 4 hours, or an hour and a half, or whatever. Because, especially for people who are beginners, I think they feel like they're not working fast enough. Ooh, that's a little close. Oh well. I was talking instead of drawing, but that's okay, whatever. That they feel like that they're not doing good enough, that they take way too long to do something. And, you know, unless you are a skilled artist who does this all the time, and is able to really speed up. Like, I watch Cinnamon, and I know I watch her, she's the art Sherpa, I watch her in real time. She doesn't fast forward. She does most of her stuff live with, you know, she does live videos, and so they are in real time. She does manage to pump out her paintings in about an hour to an hour and a half, and I can't do them that fast, not while following along and watching her. Now if I was doing a something on my own and I wasn't trying to follow her tutorial, I probably could get completed in about an hour to an hour and a half, just because I'm not trying to stop and watch and listen and all of that at the same time. But some people get so frustrated. I'm in the art groups, and they're very upset because, you know, what takes Cinnamon an hour or an hour and a half takes them 3 or 6 or 12 or whatever, and they feel like they're a failure. Don't feel that way. You know, I've been drawing a very long time, and so I've got muscle memory that helps me to make my lines fairly stable. But if you look close, let me zoom you in here. Let's see, will it focus? Those lines are not exactly straight. They're not. Now I could totally, if I wasn't on video trying to get this done in a relatively timely fashion, I could completely slow down and become like this. This is about the speed I would go if I was trying to do like an artwork that needed to be published somewhere. This would be more the speed that I would draw. And because I would draw that speed, I would have a more accurate line work. That one I can tell I've taken more time with than that one. But at the same time, I know that, you know, I've got to kind of move along here. And I don't mind having my line work not being absolutely perfect. But you can slow down. But I want you to see how long it takes. See, if I was to slow down and do it the way I would do if I was taking my time, this one would take about like that. A little bit longer. And if you add that up over all the strokes, it takes a lot more time. It just does. I'm going to aura this whole thing, I think, here. It might be easiest to do it this way, the way we drew it, which was one line at a time. Like that, and then going the other way. I get a little carried away there. That's okay. And it's okay if your line work isn't perfect. You know, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. None of us are perfect. Even the people who think they're perfect are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. That's pretty. I like it. Now I'm going to choose a direction. And I'll do it this way. I'm actually gonna sign early, and S-A-K-U-R-U. Sakura extended. And now I'm going to choose to make one side thicker than the other. I'm going to use my, I was going to go up to 8, but I think I'm going to go up to 5. I'm going to choose to make, this is my top, this is my bottom, because I've chosen that. Could have been any direction, any direction, because it's an even sort of a thing. But I'm going to choose that if the thing is on the top or the right hand side, I'm going to make it a thicker line. Top and right. Top and right. Now, as this curves, the top and the right will be different. Okay, top and right. Am I going to do just the same as I turn the page? How am I going to do this? I don't know. Alright, Don, think about it. Give me my chair so I can think. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do it as I turn it. Because then this would be the top and the right. Because that's really the bottom. This would be top and this would be right. I'm thinking. You guys know I'm thinking. Let me do it with pencil. Do I want it like that? Or do I want it like this? Interesting. Actually, I think I want it like this. As long as I just do 2 and try to be consistent, it will look good. Oh. Like that noise? I didn't like that noise. Is that working? It may not be working. I'm trying to be consistent so that it looks like you're looking at it all from the same direction. But when you add this deep shadow on the one side, it looks more 3D. Oh, that was wrong. That needed to be here and there. Oh well. Oh well. We'll all live, right? It's just paper. Oh well. That works. Okay. That. And then I think I want to take this and make a spiral. I'm happy with that. Even though they'll go different directions, I'm still happy with it. Okay, and now I want to do a little shading. Do I want to do it this way? I think so. Going to blend the blender. And I think I'm going to put a little highlight. Let's do it. Let's smudge. Oh, I'm super happy with that. Super duper happy with that. And then I think I'm going to want a little highlighting because I love this blue paper. This dark blue paper is, or this bright blue, I guess it's called a bright blue paper. I really like how it gives me this lovely color contrast. Put the white on the sides opposite my dark. Does that make sense? I would hope that makes sense. And I'm not doing it super like filled in. It's just kind of there. Oh, I really like that. I like how that turned out. I'm almost feeling like I want a little bit of a brighter blue. Or a darker blue. Maybe the darker blue. So I'm going for dark blue. We're just doing it. I'm going in. It's a little darker than I wanted, but why not? I'm going in. Once I've started, I'm just committed. I'm doing it. I suppose I could have erased it if I didn't like it, but I'm just going for it. And you'll see I'm still leaving that turquoise, the bright blue. I'm not filling it all completely in. I'm very happy with that. I like how that came out. Alrighty, so hopefully you guys got an idea of what you can do with this pattern. You know, you don't have to make it just one big one. You can make them smaller. You can do a variety of things with them. But this gives you just kind of an idea. You could make these when you draw in here in this aura. You could make it smaller. You could choose not to do an aura and just color it in. Whatever you want to do, you can absolutely do something completely different than what anybody else has done. Absolutely, you can. Just go for it. You know, trust your intuition, trust your instincts. All right, so that's it for today. Tomorrow we're going to do triangle loop flower, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye bye.